Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have a big announcement. I'm wondering if you guys can guess it. And go. If any of you guys guessed that I'm pregnant, you're right. Yeah, it's crazy. And I don't know if it'll come off that I'm like super excited in this video or not, because I am, but the symptoms have been getting to me lately, so we're gonna get into that. But yes, me and Tom are so excited. I am 8 weeks today or tomorrow, and it was sort of a surprise. I just had this weird urge one morning. I was like, I had planned to go out of town, so I was like, I just want to take a test just to see. And sure enough, it was positive, and then ended up going to my doctor, getting it confirmed, and just, there's this guy across the street who has an extremely loud truck, and I have my windows open because it's a pretty day, and he's ruining the moment. Thank you. But yes, so it's crazy. I thought this video, obviously I was going to tell you guys, and then I was going to go over my symptoms and kind of what's been going on weeks 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we will start with week 4. This is kind of the week I found out, and the only symptom I really had before I took the test was I wasn't hungry at all. Nothing sounded good. And another one was that I was having really weird kind of cramps, and I've had those cramps before, just not at that time. I knew I had ovulated and it wasn't time for my period, and I was like, this is kind of weird. And your intuition kicks in. Like, I know I kept hearing that, now my dog's barking. I know you probably hear so many people like, you just know. And I have taken so many pregnancy tests in the past. I'm not gonna lie, I was like a crazy tester, and this time I was like, I kind of feel like there's something growing in me. And yeah, sure enough. So that was week 4 symptoms. Week 5 symptoms, my appetite came back a bit. I still had weird kind of stretchy, crampy-ness going on, and that was also the week I went to my doctor, I want to say. Either at the end of week 4 or middle of week 4, that's when I went to my doctor. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm gonna have to shut the window, and it's gonna get so hot in here because dude across the street decides to cut his grass. Or the lawn care pulled up. So let's shut these windows. Okay, so hopefully that quieted it down a little bit. I have thin windows, and I also have a window unit, so it kind of lets the sound get through. And I had to turn my window unit on because without the windows open, it's gonna get super hot. And that's another thing. During week 5, I don't know about week 4, I don't think so. Week 5, my temperature, I'd get really hot, and then I'd get cold, and then I'd get really hot, and more so I just feel really hot like all around my face and like my cheeks, like a hot flash, I guess. And I had an appetite, I had energy. Honestly, I had a lot of energy, and I was like, this is great, this is great, this is easy, I love it. And I mean, I got out of breath easily, and that's one thing that's kind of stuck the whole time. In fact, if you've watched my last video about overcoming amenorrhea, if you pay attention, you'll notice I'm like catching my breath a couple times, because at that time I had just found out that I was pregnant, and the out of breath thing was real. And I guess it has to do with your oxygen and your blood changing, where it's going, and just all the changes in your body. But definitely, even right now, I'm taking a deep breath. Even if I'm sitting or doing nothing, if you start talking or doing anything, you run out of breath. So that was week 5. Week 6 came along, and literally the morning of week 6, and I mean the very first hour of week 6, like 1 in the morning. I wake up just feeling like total crap, just nauseous and disgusted, and I don't really take that well, and I was just up all night long pacing back and forth trying to do everything they say, you know, eat crackers, ginger tea, everything under the moon, and nothing was really helping. The only thing that helped was sucking on ice cubes or frozen fruit like blueberries or mangoes, and sipping on water. And I made some ginger tea, tried essential oils, I tried like everything. That's just who I am. And honestly, none of it got rid of it. And I was like, oh, this, you know, this is kind of a pain. I talked to my sisters and my mom, and they're like, yeah, we had just that kind of all the way up until week 12. And I was like, there is no way. There is no way, because it never went away. It lasted all day, and finally it kind of let up. And for one day I was like, oh, it's gone, you know, that was just a fluke. We're out, you know, we're good. I feel good again. And no, it came back. So then when it came back, it came out with a little more vengeance, and I was just getting a lot of anxiety from it, and I just couldn't eat anything, even though you have to eat something to, literally, it helps to eat something, but you're force feeding yourself, and it's still, you don't feel 100% afterwards, you just feel a little better. It's just, I guess that's the one thing I'm going to complain about. And so I called my doctor, and I kind of told her, I was like, look, I've tried everything, and it's been going on for half a week now, whatever. I know, I didn't last that long. So you know, is there some tips you have or something? And she prescribed this pill called diclegis, which is basically vitamin B6 and an antihistamine to help. She's like, take this 2 before you go to bed, and then if it's really bad, take 1 in the morning as well. Well, I just took 2 at night, and that seemed to help. I still didn't feel 100%, because at this point now we're getting to the end of week 6. Fatigue has kicked in so much. I was so tired, and you know, that could have been too from not getting sleep at night and just along with the symptom. But I just needed relief, so took that, and it helped. It didn't help 100%, and it does have an antihistamine in it, so it can make you sleepy. So I was even more sleepy, but it was worth it to me. So I was like, look, it's worth it. I'd rather be sleepy. Well, excuse me. Talking about sleep. The only thing with it was my insurance company was like, no, we don't want to pay for that. And so the first time I like just bought it, I just paid for it outright, because I was like, I am not dealing with this right now. Like, I was having a breakdown. I was like calling my husband crying, like, I can't, I need a break from this. I know. I mean, your hormones are already going crazy. I'm already a little crybaby now. So it was just getting very overwhelming, and so I paid for it outright. Well, now I called for a refill, and my doctor's like, I'll call him and talk to him. And they're still like, no. So she said just to try vitamin B6, which I've already been taking anyways, and Unisum, because it's basically the same exact ingredients. They just, in the pill she prescribed, it's a slow releasing. So once you take it at night, it kind of lasts all throughout the day, because it's slowly being released into your body. Whereas the Unisum and just taking B6 is a little different, even though the B6 pill I bought does say it's slow releasing. So I don't know. She has to call me back with exact dosages and whatever. But it's completely safe. I'm honestly not a medication taker at all. When I went and had my teeth pulled, I didn't take any pain medicine. If I have a headache or just anything, I never take medicine ever. But when it comes to this, I needed relief, and thank you, Jesus, I always say that there was an option out there. So I'm hoping and praying, please, that the Unisum and B6 work just as well as the diclegis. Which, I mean, in reality, if they're the same ingredients, they should. So anyways, on to week 7 and stuff, even with the diclegis. I feel like I hear something going on. Thought it was my phone, but I guess not. even with the diclegious, I was still feeling some, you know, off, like gross symptoms, and okay, God. Where was I? That's another symptom. You just kind of poop out of what you're saying. Oh, but I was getting through the day. So it was like I kind of have my set routine. As long as I keep food in my stomach, if I eat my crackers in the morning, if I have my medicine, I was pretty well functional. Whereas before I really wasn't functioning. I was literally sleeping all day and just didn't want to move and just So now that brings us, yeah, to week 7, and it's actually coming to the end of the week, and knock on wood, I have been feeling a bit better. But again, I just ran out of diclegious, and I will have to switch over to the new medication. So we'll see how that goes. And another thing, like my digestive system, totally off. Like I'm just gonna be graphic because I want to keep this real as possible. For any of you people, maybe you're going through the same thing. Maybe you're thinking about getting pregnant. Maybe you are pregnant and you're in earlier stages and you're just wondering, hey, maybe what's ahead. But your digestive system, no. I mean, a lot of women say their digestive, like they stop pooping. I guess mine slowed down, but it's like I just don't have normal poops anymore. It's just nasty. It's just gross. I'll wake up in the morning and it'll just be gross and runny and But and other than that, oh, and food just is nasty as hell. And every smell, you know, I read a lot about your smell heighten. My smell didn't heighten. I don't feel like my sense of smell, but every smell that I smell stinks. Everything. Body lotions, you know, good things and bad things, they all just stink to me. Like they gross me out. We bought a new bed. I got a new bedspread for it, washed it, and I really don't even have a strong scented detergent because it's like a natural plant-based detergent, and it stinks. Like it just grosses me out. I had to change soaps that I showered with. Just, it's crazy. It's crazy how much your body just does this whole flip 180 and you're like this completely new person with all these new sensations and aversions. It's pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie. But it's worth it. And I just try to keep reminding myself of that. Like I've had this blessing inside of me, and that's what I need to focus on. Like that's what this is all about. I knew I was getting myself into this, so you know. But that is pretty much. I'm trying to think all this. Oh, my boobs got huge, bigger. They just all of a sudden, like each week I feel like they just inflate more. I'm like, how much fuller can you girls get? Like, I feel like I have implants in there. I've never had implants, but if I did, I think this is what they feel like. I already talked about my temperature, and I get, you know, I already kind of said I get sleepy easy, I cry easy, I'm just very emotional. But I'm not, I saw a lot like where people get agitated, and I don't really get agitated much, at least right now. Maybe I do, and I don't realize it. But I more so get very just sappy and sad. I know, it sounds horrible, like it's a happy moment, I'm excited, like deep down I am. It's just what everything I'm going through, it's just been kind of taking a lot of strength out of Hannah, okay? Not gonna lie, little baby Duncan in here is testing me. So I will keep you guys updated. I don't know when I'll do these updates. I guess it'll just depend on my symptoms and changes. So, you know, it may be every 2 weeks, every month, every week, who knows. I'll just do it based on my symptoms. So maybe sometimes it'll be once a month, maybe sometimes it'll be once a week. You get what I'm saying? But if you guys have any questions, let me know. As far, I had like all these recipe videos planned. Honestly, any food I ate before I was pregnant disgusts me. And I can't even think about it. So I'm sorry, those are gonna be put on hold probably until I feel like food is good again, because right now, no, don't even want to think about it. Can't even stand looking at it. Cooking is, yeah. So bear with me, guys, and I will try to keep the informational videos going. I did take a supplement. I changed the supplement the month I got pregnant. That I think really contributed. And I'm excited to share that one with you guys. Also, just what I was eating. Honestly, if you watched my foods for fertility video, I was loading up on all of those foods every single day. And I was like, how freaking ironic. Like, proof's in the pudding, people. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I can't wait to share this journey with you guys and just keep this little journal for me as well. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.